need no one else. You're all I need. Personality, everything you do makes me love everything about you. Your smile, your style is so fly. I can't deny. I got a crush on you, and that's true indeed. And I'm digging you. You make me believe that your love is one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. I'll give you anything you want from me, anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire. Ooh, I'll give you anything you want from me, anything you want, anything you need, anything you so desire. Anything, girl. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. You give me all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give me a really good feeling. All day long, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby. Love it, baby, love it, baby, love it, baby.
Welcome back to Life Enhancement Radio Station at lifeenhancementradio.com. It's the Compassionate Kind, and it's the Love Edition Part 2, and we are having an awesome night. So that was Aaliyah with One in a Million, taking it on back. Rest in peace, Aaliyah, baby girl. So this is one of the books that I wanted to recommend to you guys. As you know, I love reading, and we had a segment on the show a couple of weeks back when I talk about reading and reading everything you can and the benefits of reading, exactly what reading does for your mind and how it can prevent Alzheimer's disease, how it can keep the brain muscle going, how it can keep you witty and living longer. And so that's why I share these articles, and that's why I read, and that's why I promote reading, and that's why I encourage you to read, because this time here on this earth, see, this earth is temporary for us. We're just passing through. This is not our permanent dwelling place. We're here temporarily, and we're just spiritual beings having a human experience. So while you're here, the goal while you're here on this earth is to have the best experience that you can. We want to be healthy. We want to love. We want to be prosperous. And so there's these ways and there's these rules of how we can get there and how we can do that. And no one is perfect, not at all. No one is perfect by far. But we want to try to do things in a manner in which we're healthy. We want to try to do things in a manner that allows us to be better. You know, we don't want to live through life mad. You know, have you ever saw, someone and they were just angry, and you just had to think to yourself, oh my God, that person has like a terrible energy. They have a terrible aura about them. They have like this horrible like existence. And then you get sad. It's so hard to get angry back. You just get sad because you're thinking, how are they living like that? And granted, we've all had our depressing moments. We've all felt sadness and been mournful. We've all had pain physically and mentally. We go through those things because that's the kind of earth this is. That's the kind of sin that we were born into. So we're going to have that. But that's why you have to pray. And that's why you have to emanate love. That's why you have to get as much love as you can and pray and know who God is so that you can just display that love out, so that you can have it in your life and so that you can give it. That's the whole purpose. And so if this is not, you don't have to be in a relationship, and then I want people to know, any kind of person that is in your life, it's a relationship. So whether they are your spouse or your lover, or whether it's a sibling or a parent or a cousin or a friend or a best friend or whatever it is, it's a relationship that needs to be maintained. And we have got to continue to strive each day to be our best selves and be compassionate to ourselves so that we can love these people that we have these relationships with. And just know that we're all here trying to do our best. But I digressed. But anyway, the book that I wanted to recommend, I actually purchased the book years ago. I'm probably thinking I probably got this book like 4 years ago now, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And the book is called The 5 Love Languages. And I put the website on my Twitter page. It's the 5lovelanguages.com. So you can go straight to it. 5lovelanguages.com. It's the number 5, LOVE, languages, LANGUAGES.com. You can go there, you can get the book. But most importantly, what I also want you to do is take the love assessment. It's the 5 Love Languages official assessment. And what it does is you can discover your love language and you can begin improving your relationships. Because basically the premise behind it is that we all have a love language. And while some people have touches of each, and the love languages are words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. And so I know I've taken this assessment like twice, I know already. And I know I took it once and then maybe like a year and a half later, I took it again. It was similar, but it was a little bit different. And in a little way, my love language had changed in that little over a year. So it's quite interesting to take. I would encourage you to go on and take it. And again, it's 5lovelanguages.com. You can actually go on that website and you can order that book. I think the author is Gary Chapman. And you can also take the assessment so you can figure out what love language you are. And the reason that I was saying that is because there's another article that I put on my Twitter, and it was about the things that men want, but they don't ask you for. And it gives a list of things that men really want in relationships, but they would never ever part their mouth to say. And it got me to thinking, what do, men want? I don't know how accurate it is. Of course, I'm not a man, but if you're a guy and you're listening in, hit me up in the chat room and let me know if it's an accurate list. Again, the list is on my Twitter, and I'm going to give you a couple of them real quick. And also, I'm trying to think of where I actually got the article from. I think it was an MSN article. But the big thing is the whole idea. I think I saw something on Steve Harvey, and it was these little boys, and they were trying to figure out little girls and what they wanted and how to go up to them and talk to them. And they got so nervous. And it's like, as long as we live, we don't know what the men want. We don't know what women want, but we can get really close. And one of the ways is figuring out what your person or your partner or the person you're in a relationship, what their language is, the things that they like, and if you're doing something that people appreciate and you're respecting people, then I think you're going to get along just fine. So I'm going to give you a couple of the things that the article said that men want, but they may not ever really ask you for. So the first thing was that he wants a girlfriend to know he loves her. And The article went on to say that it can be awkward and words may fail him, but he likes to think that you know how much he loves you, because he does, and you can see it in his attitude and feel it in his silences. So, of course, this isn't for someone who's out there acting crazy and you want to think he loves you, but he's giving you every sign that he doesn't. This is when, someone really loves you. You know it and you can feel it and you can see it in his eyes, but maybe he doesn't say it as much because he just doesn't know how. He wants you to know that he really does love you. So the second thing is that a lot of men like women to take the lead. So men may be natural leaders, but that doesn't mean that they don't want you to take the lead every now and then. So surprise them, especially, maybe in the bedroom, and he'll be under your spell. And especially this for advice for if you're out there and you're married. The second thing is that, he wants respect. Everybody wants respect, right? So that's a little lesson that men can also take from women. We want respect too. And another thing, women, we love loyalty and honesty, love and passion, and we love compliments. But yes, he wants respect, and men can be sensitive and they don't like it when you belittle them, even if it's a joke. And he wants respect, not mocking. And he may be bold, but he likes that you respect him for what he is, including his flaws. Men love to be admired. He wants to be with you. So this is a good one. Men want to be with you. We think a lot of times they like to go and be with their boys and maybe they don't want to be with us. They want to be with you. He's independent, but he still likes if you're around, and he likes when you spend time with him cuddling on the couch, and maybe if you go and spend the day with him, maybe even if it's on the golf course or basketball court or something like that. But men often want to be with us, probably more than, we think. And another one that I want to give you real quick is, and I'm not to it yet, but in the article I read that men like independent women. They like you to have your own identity, but still be independent. So it's that fine balance of being able to spend time with him, be with him, but still have your own stuff going on too. And also, one of the tips is it says that he wants to date a beautiful woman. So it says that men like to admire their women. Not a skinny model or not somebody who wears makeup all the time or someone who's overdoing it, but a girl who feels good about herself, a girl who is confident in herself. The worst thing possible for him would be a girl addicted to her scale and always perpetually on a diet. So that's a man like someone who's confident. You don't got to be gorgeous. You don't have to be a supermodel, but be confident. So those are just some of the tips that the article said that men want in women, but they may not necessarily tell you. So if this is hitting it on the nose, guys, hit me up and let me know. It looks like some people are saying yes in the chat room. And also hit me up on my email, kindofcompassion@gmail.com. That's KIND of compassion @gmail.com. And we're going to take you out. We're wrapping it up for the hour. This was the Compassionate Kind, the Love Edition Part 2. I love it so much when you guys join me. This hour went by fast, didn't it? I hope that you were laying back chilling and enjoying the music. I hope you went back in time. I know music can definitely take us places. It takes me places. I hope that you find the love that you're looking for, or you keep the love that you have. I hope you learn love and compassion and respect in your relationships. And I hope that you tune in next Wednesday with me at 9:00 p.m. right here on Life Enhancement Radio Station on lifeenhancementradio.com. Hey, guess what? I love you so much for listening. You guys take it easy.
Nothing is promised to me and you, so why will we let this thing go? Baby, I promise that I'll stay true. Don't let nobody say it ain't so. And baby, I promise that I'll never leave, and everything will be alright.